And now, without much further ado, Group Red, Jemima Kutata and Caroline Owen, please stand up. Caroline Owen, we are sorry to say we'll have to let you go home, but we are very proud to have had you in the house, and because of your leadership qualities, and we hope that wherever you go at home, you will still continue to become the leader that you are, and even bigger, creating a bigger impact to the society. Thank you very much. Jemima, you can go back to your seat, but as you remain in the house, I want you to change your perception. So whenever you're given a chance to speak, speak like a leader for everyone. People saw the leadership character in you, not the disability, and I think you need to understand. Okay? Then Group 2, we have Mary Miano and Asha Kudura. Mary Miano and Asha Kudura. Mary Miano, your pitch for today actually stood out more than Asha's pitch for today. At least when we asked the question, why do you think you should stay in the house? You gave us valid reasons that blinded every reason as to why you were nominated. And for that reason, we will give you another chance. Asha Kudura, because of the same reasons that her points were stronger than yours, we will let you go home. However, we still believe that even as you nurture our baby, this is now our baby, yeah? Even as you nurture our baby, you will make her know that you are once a Miss President in the house, and even in the process, you will still pursue the urge to become a public leader. Thank you so much. Group Green, we have Mary Mudachi and Halima Garat. Halima Garat, you still do not know where your weakness is, and that is not good for a leader. Mudachi, you're blaming everyone. As a leader, you need to learn to take responsibility for whatever happens, not blaming people, because mistakes will always happen. And for that reason, we will let you go home. Halima, congratulations. You'll continue staying in the house, but we believe that you have a very short time to point out your weaknesses and to work on them. And now to the group with women with powerful voices. So we have Lucy Daisy. It is good you realized your mistakes, your weaknesses, and you're ready to improve on them. That is what I hope. You have a very short time to improve on them. For that, we are giving you a chance, hoping you improve. And to get to Kurgat, we are also very proud that you still have that voice, and you really, at least when you were asked the question why you want to be a leader, you pointed them out very clearly, and even your contributions came out clearly. So for that reason, congratulations, you will stay in the house. Editor, you nominated yourself. No leader in the world, especially who is here for public office, can ever nominate themselves. It may come out as a sign of selflessness to some, but being a president is a fight for the fittest. Anyone who wants that seat cannot allow anyone else to have it. And for that reason, we felt that you allowed yourself to be in this spot. I want to believe that through the networks you have made here, the Grassroots women initiatives are still going to be supported. I see a lot of powerful women here, and kindly let us support Editor in our initiative. And to those who are still in the house, congratulations. I just wish that they could just embrace that personality, because there were also those who were shy at the beginning.
Yes, and now very strong.
Yes, and then towards the end, then their voice came out. We could see their character. And I'm excited to look out and see what will happen in the next episodes, how much more character will come out. I'll now call people who are going to be on probation and those who will have to leave the academy to go home. On Group Red, I'm Kenny People's Party. Jemima Kutata and Shamala Immaculate, stand up. Jemima Kutata, we are sorry that you have to leave the academy. However, we are very proud, at least for that change that we have seen today. I am very excited that even as you go out there, you can leave the academy knowing that there is growth. And even for us, we know that we have changed your narrative. Now you are a leader for the country, not just for people living with disabilities. And that is our pride. And we want to believe that you're still going to champion your initiatives as a leader. And for that, congratulations. Yes. Mwanzo mpya party, Elizabeth Pantoren and Shamin Maya. Shamin Maya, we are sorry we'll let you go home, but we still believe that you can champion a lot of change among the young girls in your community, and for that we are very proud of you. And we know that when they watch the show, they'll know, I want to reach where that girl has reached, and for that we are proud of you. For now, we are sorry to say we will have to leave the academy. Elizabeth Pantoren, you said they don't know what they are missing, and you said you need another chance to show them your strengths. Here's another chance. Let's hope they will see that. Congratulations. The green mustard seed, Dorothy Mikis and Caroline Ogot. Caroline Ogot, you said you're warm. I think your warmth will allow you another chance in the academy. Congratulations. Dorothy Mikis, we are sorry to let you go home, but we are very proud that we know that you are a change leader. From 97 to now, that's a long time, that's 20 years. One thing we know is that beyond Miss President, your story is going to come up many times, and thank you. Sauti Mpya Party, that is Chebitui Dina Helen and Mercy Seraphine Wanyonyi. Chebitui, you lost hope too early. I don't know why you lost hope too early. But one thing, even with your speech, you told us how you are ready and how much you have learned, and for that we're proud. Mercy Seraphine, you told us how you're a role model and how you still want people to listen to your positive side and to be a role model wherever you're coming from. And after contemplating, Chebitui Dina Helen, we are sorry to let you go home, but we are very proud to have had a leader of your status in the house and your warmth. And we want to believe that even as you go home, you will still have us in your journey. One thing that's very notable about you is your calm motherly nature that I think resonated with a lot of people in the house. Yeah. And now that the mother is going, I hope you will find another mother. Thank you so much, Chebitui. Mercy Seraphine, congratulations. You have another chance to speak. Silence is not a weapon. Looking at it from the perspective that when they started, they were thinking like men.
Oh, yeah, well.
Yeah. But now, you had Njeri say, now people are voting evenly because they've gone back to their, we are women, we vote for the true person we think should leave, and we want to keep the one who should stay in the house.
Right.
So it's becoming better. It's now, this is now true leadership coming out. That is women leadership. We'll start with the blue team. Nerea Amondi and Mary Miano, stand up. Mary Miano, we are sorry we'll have to let you leave the academy, but we are proud of who you've become, the change that you've given to the other ladies. We would like you to continue with that initiative. Nerea, you have a very strong personality. You are a very strong leader, and we could see that from day one. Suddenly, you are very lukewarm. Yeah? Don't change who you are for anything. It is who you are that made us put you in the academy. Nerea, congratulations. We'll give you another chance to be in the academy. Green team, Mustard Seed, Halima Garat and Linda Kamau. Linda, have confidence in yourself. Your self-esteem is going to break you if you're not careful. And I hope that if you stay, your self-esteem will grow, because that is the only thing that's going to drive you up. Linda, we'll give you another opportunity, and we hope you grow. We want to see growth in anyone who stepped into the Miss President Academy. Halima, we are sorry to let you go home. But we want to believe that in your community, you're still going to empower more girls to be where you already are and even to go beyond where you are. We thank you so much. Yellow team, Apetet Jane and Vivian Ta. Apetet Jane, you talk like a very informed person on your areas, about your community, but we want more. What is lacking is for people to hear you owning your issues. Vivian Ta, you are in the fashion industry. Fashion people are people who make a statement. This is a moment to sell everything that you're wearing. Apetet Jane, we will give you another chance, considering how you spoke today. However, we need your participation to scale up. Yes, Vivian Ta will have to let you go home. However, we want to believe that even from today's conversations, you're going to become proud of your brand. Mary Njeri and Emily Mwangi. The two of you are very vague. Mary Njeri, we are sorry we let you go home. But we are very proud of you for the leader that you have become. One thing that's notable is we have seen growth in you. And it's very commendable. Even the way you're standing. You're standing in a more confident way than the very first time we saw you here. Emily Mwangi, as a librarian, you are let down not to know statistics. I wonder. We will give you another chance in the academy. Okay. We hope today was a better day, and the next time you are called to vote, you will make a better choice. In the process, these people have been trying to kick off the strongest, you know. It's the survival of the jungle. You kick the strongest so that hopefully you can remain. But today we were seated in those groups and we saw their level of participation. A true leader is able to identify and say, this person is strong enough. Let me leave her so that I battle with her at the top.
Oh.
I'll start with the red team. Diamond, Jamal, and Zani. Diamond, you lost control of your group too as a leader. You were not giving everybody an equal and fair hearing. You felt that you were leaning to the people closest to you. And despite that, your answer today has not given us enough reason to keep you in the house. And for that reason, we will have to let you go. But the one thing I must commend you for, I think in the last few weeks, you are very open to criticism even from the beginning, and for that we really commend you. Thank you, Diamond. Zani, I need you to up your game. We are not looking for presenters. We are looking for leaders who can contribute into policy making, okay? You have another chance in the academy. The green team, Lena Kamau and Nadia Abdallah. Nadia Abdallah, you're very passionate about what you do. However, we also want you to broaden your mind beyond your scope of thinking. And the only other way, in fact, the easiest way to broaden your mind is to learn to listen to others, because they are all from different sectors. So if you listen to them, you'll be able to learn a lot from them by the time Miss President ends. So we will allow you back into the house so that you can learn more. Linda Kamau, it is not hard to tell that you're very passionate about agribusiness, in fact, more than ICT. But we want you to take agribusiness to another level. Yeah. What I would like you to take from the house is how to bring people together and how to keep them together. Everything starts at such a level where you are in right now, and you never know. Thank you so much. Yellow team, Mercy Wanyonyi and Angela Mwihaki. So Mercy Wanyonyi, we are very proud for this far you have come in the show. And even in your initiatives that you're doing in Busia County, we want to believe that you are going to prosper more than you are right now. The one thing we loved about you in the house is your patience. It may have been a weakness. It may have been one of the things that made you to be leaving the house right now. But the other reason why you may be leaving the house is because the other team players within your group were very strong. However, it does not mean that you are not strong enough. You are a great leader in your own capacity, and we believe that you're really going to create a lot of change for your work in Busia and even Kenya at large. Thank you so much. Angela Mwihaki. Angela, you have another chance in the house. Your voice has saved you. Juliet Mapenzi and Harun Omolher. Harun Omolher, your answer today was quite deep. When you are asked a question, you are able to give us a background of whatever you are doing and whatever is happening in your community before you give us a solution. For that, we will allow you to stay in the academy. Another chance. Juliet Mapenzi. Juliet, this is not really even about your answer today, because your answer today was quite relevant, but you do not take criticism well. And that is not good for the dynamics that is required of a leader, because you must be able to accept criticism without holding a grudge or showing any form of fear or moods to anyone. Yeah, for that reason, we will allow you to go home, but we still want to believe that you're going to be a great champion of Miss President. And also the things that you have learned in the house, you're still going to put them into practice, because you've also learned a lot on governance and conflict resolution, which is your daily area of practice. Yes, thank you so much.
Your thoughts, Dr.
I think quite a number of personalities are conflicted. People don't know whether to be their real self or to go on with the character they had started transforming into. And you can see it in the people who in their groups they were believed to be strong, and then people made them shut down. However, one thing that's very positive is people, when they're given assignments, they're thinking outside the box. They are already putting in their minds and thoughts and opinions into their ideas, not just doing research. Yes, and at least that one was something very positive we noted today. And now to calling out those who will be in the academy and those who will go home. Caroline Nganga and Colette Akwama, please stand up. Caroline Nganga, today your greatest weakness was in terms of confidence, not even on intellectual issues. Because the people who are in the house right now are people of very high intellectual power. And for that, at this level of the competition, we are sorry to let you go home. Colette Akwama, you have proved that you have background information considering the things you are discussing on your table. But at a personal level, considering the question you are asked is very direct to the business that you're doing. You are a lawyer, but you also do fish business. We expected something better. We will give you another chance, hoping that it will empower you better. Zani and Anne Waruguru. Anne Waruguru, you answered well, but I don't know what kind of tension made you go on blabbering on things that were now leading you out of focus. But because of your current leadership capabilities that we saw around your table today, we will give you another chance in the academy. Zani, I would like you to focus, and even as a filmmaker, research before you go to the field. Because what you are asked today is very direct in terms of the kind of film that you are doing. Film is not just about entertainment. You use the platform to entertain and to educate and to empower people. For that, we will allow you to leave the academy, but we are very proud of you for this far you have come. The next team we have is Emily Mwangi and Bright Star Kasioka. Emily, we will have to let you go home. You have got a very good style of leadership. You listen and you also share, and that's one thing we like about you, despite the fact that today you didn't share what you knew on the table. But in the previous incidents, we have seen you as somebody who really collaborates well with the others, and I think that's one thing that has really taken you this far. Bright Star Kasioka, we will give you another chance in the academy, but we want you to use this moment to empower yourself and widen your scope of knowledge in regards to the things you know. And next is Nancy Nzisa and Caroline Chege. Nancy Nzisa, you are doing something very noble within your community. However, today you forgot that foundation that brought you into the academy. For that reason, we will let you leave the academy. However, we are very proud of you, and we want to believe that the initiatives that you are doing in the grassroots level will grow, not just to be baskets for the women. You will empower even younger girls and younger men within your community. So for that, we are very proud of you, and we just want to say thank you. Caroline, your journey in the house started at a very high note. I do not know what's happening, but I'm not seeing the Caroline we saw during the auditions. You have this one more chance to go back to the Caroline we saw during the auditions and make her better. For that, we'll leave you in the academy. What we were testing is that in this whole process that you have been here, what have you learned? Now, we wanted them to answer in such a way that what you're doing, how can you make it big enough to have a national effect? Because you are a president now. I'll start with Collector Akwana and Betedera. Please stand up. After much deliberation, we are glad to say you're both staying in the house. You can go have your seat. Jenna Petet and Jacqueline Waweru. Jacqueline, we found that you had a lot of information and you affirmed everything you said. Jane, the last time you were here was because you were not focusing on the question. And today the same thing happened. You still were not focusing on the question that you were asked. And for that reason, Jane, we will let you leave the academy. But we are very proud of the person you have become. Jacqueline Waweru, because of your strong character and the way you answered your question, we will allow you another chance in the academy. Connie Mungumbi and Carol Logot. Connie, as a leader, it is important for you to take responsibility of everything your group decides. You know how much, how wrong it feels when you feel exposed because of the opinions you gave within the people you trusted within a group. Caroline Ogot, we were not very excited for you to say it is a slip of the tongue. We felt for a leader that is not right, and for that reason, you will leave the academy. However, we are very proud to have had you in the house, and we are very glad for that. Thank you so much. Connie, you have another chance in the academy. And now to Lynette Mavo and Irene Mayaka. Now, I do not know what to expect. Whether we will have the Lynette and the Irene we saw during the auditions, or whether your character is still going to get into a lower character or a weaker character. What we saw is not what we are seeing right now. We will give you another chance, both of you in the house. And if we don't see an improvement, then we will have no choice. Thank you. You are fewer, and our search for the ultimate Miss President goes on. There's no time to sit back. This is no longer a group competition. Each person must fight for the top seat, and let that be your battle. Know that you are friends, but even friends compete and support. So know how much you can support and how far you must compete. Okay? Thank you so much.
Dr. Zippy, anything that you notice in the tasks today?
One thing I loved so much about today is there's a group of them that really came out strongly, and they argued out their points when they on the assignment that they were given, especially on budgets and financing. I think they gave us credible reasons on how they distributed the budget, and I think that was quite commendable. And in their articulation of their points, I think today we are having leaders. Generally, the answers that were given today, it is almost difficult to say that somebody was right or wrong, because they were application questions. And when it comes to application questions, anything goes. So we were looking at not just the answer, it was about how you responded. Because at this stage, I will always keep repeating, the women in this room are more than intelligent enough. So it's not about right or wrong. It's about the how. Coletta Kwana, stand up. Angela Mwihaki, stand up. Jacqueline Koni Mungumi, stand up. Lucy Daisy, stand up. Today, we were supposed to have only 12 more contestants into the next episode. However, because of the change that we have seen in the four of you, it was almost impossible not to give you another chance in the academy and to see how best you can improve and become better. So congratulations, you're back into the academy. You can have a seat. Nadia Abdallah and Bright Star Kasioka, the two of you have the greatest promise that we can ever have. We are going to let you go home, but one thing we know is that you are our promise. When we announce for the next season of Miss President, it will be a pleasure to have your names among the people who will be in the next house, because you have learned, you have gotten the exposure, and I do not understand why you will not be there again. Thank you so much. Yeah. Your Excellencies, this is another chance to battle it out so as to be the ultimate Miss President. So once more, congratulations and make us proud. Thank you. Having watched them from auditions,
Yes.
the people who are going to be in the house, and even at this point of the competition, you'll realize there are people with a very encouraging backstory. They have had a major challenge in their lives,
Yes.
in their personal lives,
their personal lives,
and
yes.
they overcame.
Yes. Yes.
And when you look generally in the society, you'll find that women who have made it to top positions have got a challenge that they faced in their life, and
Yes.
it really probed them. It
Yes.
really pushed them to make it. You know, it's that thing of like, what is the worst that can happen?
True.
Here I am, and I'm
True.
pushing on. And when you look at the candidates who are in the house right now, I remember during the auditions, and each has a story, and I'm like, there is more than just wanting to be Miss President here. They have a heart, they have a purpose, and they want to lead people with integrity.